Okay, so I wanted to do something that was kind of fun. I'm going to color the letters of the alphabet and the 10 numbers over here because synesthesia. Now, do I have it? I'm not medically diagnosed, although it gave me some interest in the topic because my little sister is doing English questions and they're about subjects and texts and yeah, she has to answer questions about them and one of them was like a audio um listening question. She had to pay attention and answer questions about synesthesia, and she just randomly blurted out, "Hey, the letter A is blue," and I thought, "No, it's green." And then we had an argument about pretty much every single letter of the alphabet, and I thought it'd just be interesting to see what my synesthesia mapping of the alphabet and the numbers are. Honestly, when it comes to synesthesia, there's other senses, other objects in the world that don't have a color. Usually it's something in language and words, and they attribute color to them. Or, well, it's not just color, senses, smells, sights, and they attribute it to the wrong things. That's what synesthesia is about. But one of the more common things is, coloring letters and numbers. Boring intro out of the way. Let's get into some arguments. I just kind of wonder the reasoning why as well. Why I think certain letters have certain colors. And I feel like I'm gonna have to channel my synesthesia here because I have like 10% synesthesia, not completely, but I can tell you what I think each uh, letter is. So let's start coloring them in. First to the letters. Actually, I feel like I'm a bit more uh, final, more resolute with what I think the numbers are. So let's just start with them. I think the number zero is a big fat black. Uh, I think the reason why is because for 0 and 1 I also think is pretty black. I don't think there's much of a difference between them. They're both um like the big honcho numbers that's used uh more commonly, and I think that's why they have a more uh final important color to them that's like beyond other colors. Like black is a special color because it's the absence of light. So yeah, let's go on to the next one. I think 2 is a pretty bright yellow. Uh, hold on. I'm trying to choose the color on my color wheel here. Yeah, that's a pretty good yellow. Uh, maybe a bit darker if I can find one. Hold on. No, that's too dark. Okay, yeah, kind of a more of a neutral uh yellow here. A bit happier, I suppose. I don't know. When 1 plus 1 is 2, and the more the merrier, and that's why it's yellow. 3, I think, is a very kind of mellowish blue. Hold on, actually a darker blue. Uh, here. No, that's not the right blue. Shoot, give me a second. Ooh, nah. I think a darker shade would make more sense. Darn, I can't get the perfect blue. Eh, you know what? That's close enough. I don't know why 3 is blue. I just, I don't know. Sad. Okay, 4 is an orange. 4 is kind of like one of my favorite numbers, I think. It used to be like my favorite number for a while. I think it's because like it's a very even number and I like evenness. Um, and it's kind of like an extension of 2, you know, because 2 to the power of 2 is 4, and maybe that's why it's like a stronger yellow, or like a darker yellow, which is kind of what orange is that orange? I should have told. I should have said that I'm colorblind. I'm literally colorblind. Like, don't trust me when it comes to colors at all. But these are the canon synesthesia colors for numbers. Okay, I don't accept any other colors for any of these numbers. All right. Like if you say 2 is green, I'm gonna stab you. I don't trust you. You're not real. That doesn't make any sense. But if 2 is a yellow, I'm like, okay, yep, that's right. 5, I think it's another black. I know like I'm not being very original here, but I think it's very black. I think it's actually slightly green. It's like it's got a tint of green to it. Do I need a reasoning for why I think 5 is like a tint of green? No. No, I don't think so. There you go. It's like, it's slightly less as grand as 0 and 1. It's mostly black, but it's got slightly of a color to it. Actually, maybe it's slightly red. Hold on. Let's see what I think is better. Ooh. Oh, that red is kind of good. Hmm. Honest, I'm red-green colorblind. That's like my specific thing. Uh, it doesn't really make too much of a difference if it's slightly red or slightly green, but whatever. Ooh, 6. Uh, Honestly, maybe depending on the day, I might change my mood on what the 6 could be. Hmm, I'm thinking of like a really boring blue, like a teal sort of. Let's try to find this color. Uh, it's like a light blue. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of it. No, maybe. Nah, you know what? I'm staying with this color. As I said, I think the number 6 is pretty tangible. It could change depending on my mood. Could be depending on the context, but I think usually 6 is kind of a boring-ish number. Uh, Also, no, I'm not gonna explain why. 7 is a dark green. I'm very sure about that. And I think the reason why is because leprechauns are green. Maybe they're dark green. I don't really know, but it's because 7 is like the lucky number, and that's why I think they're dark green. Okay, it's over here. Hold on. Kind of like a. Does that look green to you? I think it does. No, actually a lighter green. Still pretty dark green, but slightly lighter. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I think the number 8 is very mysterious. So I want to give it like a very fancy purple. Hmm. Okay. That's my proto purple here. Let me try to make it fancier. Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah. Now that's the number 8. I think it's because it's got like loops in it, maybe. It's contained. It's got things in it. It's a lot. It's also like if you just turn it to the side, it looks like infinity, you know? And I think infinity is like white because it's all of the colors. But maybe 8 is a bit more mysterious. That's why I like if it's purple. And to me, mysterious is like purple. Anywho, that was nonsense. Okay, let's just put in number 9 here for the colors. I think it's yellow. I think it's immediately yellow. Uh, I don't know why. Like 2 and 4 have like a connection to me. Um, there's a reason why 4 orange is also a warm color like 2, but 9, if it's a power of 3, then it should be some kind of blue, but no, I think it's really bright. I think it's a really bright yellow. The reason why I wanted the yellow in the 2 to be less um bright, I guess, is because it's not as shiny as a 9. Uh, Maybe it's because it's like the most, and then like it shines, it's the most vibrant out of the numbers here. Like, because it's the highest number. I don't know. But yeah, I want the 2 here to be a lot more subdued. Not a lot more, but slightly more subdued than the 9 here. So if that makes sense, let's just do this. And then, what's the subdued? Uh, hold on. Maybe make it darker. It's too dark. A bit more beige, a bit more pastel, you know? Mm. Yeah, I think there's a slight difference. Like you can tell, right? Oh, yes, yes, yes. There you go. Okay, there you go. So these are basically my numbers, synesthesia-ized. Uh, it doesn't have too much uniformity throughout all of it. Now that I think about it, like it's not a very cool color palette. They don't all feed into each other, but these are all what I think the numbers are if they were colors. If you disagree, I will punch you. Maybe the 0 and 1 could be a bit more different, but no, I honestly think 0 and 1, they're both 100% black. So yeah, you know what? That was all of the numbers given colors. Source my pseudo synesthesia. I don't want any arguments. Okay, I know how heated it can get. I have experience. But you know, I am still curious to see what your colors would be for the numbers, the Arabic numbers. If you'd be willing to share, put them in the comments below. I am genuinely curious. Okay, thanks for listening. Consume everything. Goodbye.